Let's now look at trig ratios. So we have a triangle on the Cartesian plane here. We have 6, we have 8, and we have an unknown value for the hypotenuse there. So fill in the box. The box represents the value of the hypotenuse, so we will use theorem of Pythagoras, which will be 6 squared plus 8 squared, which is 36 plus 64. Square root of 100 will be x, which is 10. To complete the following, so sine of theta. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite to theta is 6, and hypotenuse we know now is 10. So sine of hypotenuse, sine of theta will be opposite over hypotenuse, which is 6 over 10. Cos of theta, we know that cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent is 8, hypotenuse is 10, so 8 over 10. Tan of theta, tan is opposite over adjacent, so opposite again is 6, adjacent we know is 8, 6 over 8 will be tan theta. Cot theta we know is adjacent over opposite, adjacent is 8 and opposite is 6, so 8 over 6. Sec theta will be hypotenuse over adjacent. Hypotenuse we know is 10, adjacent we know is 8, so 10 over 8. And cosec theta will be hypotenuse over opposite. Hypotenuse we know is 10, and opposite we know is 6, so 10 over 6. Fill in the box again for this triangle. We have 5 as the hypotenuse, we have 3, and we have the box for an unknown value there. So let's fill in the box. Again, theorem of Pythagoras, because this is a right angle triangle, will be 5 squared minus 3 squared. 25 minus 9 is 16, so the square root of 16 will be 4. So the box here, we should have 4. Let's fill in the table on the right hand side. Sine of theta, sine we know is opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite to alpha, opposite to alpha is 3, and hypotenuse is 5. So 3 over 5. Cos of alpha. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent is 4, hypotenuse is 5. Tan of alpha. Tan is opposite over adjacent. So opposite to alpha is 3, adjacent to alpha is 4. So 3 over 4. Cot of alpha. Cot is adjacent over opposite, so adjacent is 4, opposite is 3, so 4 over 3. Sec of alpha is hypotenuse over adjacent. So hypotenuse is 5, adjacent is 4, so 5 over 4. And cosec alpha is hypotenuse over opposite. So hypotenuse is 5, opposite is 3, so 5 over 3. Now let's look at the next column here. We have sine beta. Now we're referring to angle beta, which is this one. The opposite and adjacent will now change. Opposite to beta is now 4. Adjacent to beta is now 3. And the hypotenuse is always a hypotenuse as 5. That doesn't change. So sine of beta, opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite beta is 4, hypotenuse is 5, so 4 over 5. Cos beta is adjacent over hypotenuse. Now adjacent to beta is now 3, and hypotenuse is 5, so 3 over 5. Tan beta is opposite over adjacent. Opposite is 4, and adjacent is 3, so 4 over 3. And the rest will apply for cot, sec, and cosec as well.